Well, welcome back to you. We are in Yvonne Jenkins's kitchen. Yvonne Jenkins is from pinkinvestments.org. We've also got our friend Maisie who's joined us, who's very interested in personal pensions, or rather her owner's personal pension. She's hopeful there. But so we're going to hear all about that today. Yvonne.
Yes, you might have joined us for some of the other videos in this pension series when we talked about state pension and company pensions. And it might well be that a number of you have both an old company pension and a personal pension. Or it might just be that, you've always been self-employed, or you've always been a contractor or a consultant, and you've just done your own thing and you've had a personal pension or a self-invested personal pension. So again, we're not going to go into huge amounts of technicality, but really a personal pension, when you actually take away all the jargon and demystify things, it's really just a very long-term savings plan, but one which you get a number of tax breaks. So it's very tax efficient for you to pay into a personal pension.
So what you're saying there, Yvonne, is it is somebody who has chosen, they're not in a big company, and they'll be getting their state pension anyway, but they've decided, oh, I want to create my own pension as well, my own long-term savings, if you like, for my senior years. That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely. I mean, it's simply a very long-term savings plan. But you get these tax breaks surrounding it, so it's one of the most tax efficient ways of saving, if you like. As the name implies.
Let me just ask you, what age would you be starting one of these, and what's your latest option for starting this?
Well, really and truly, I mean, you should be starting a personal pension as soon as you can. And for a lot of us, that maybe left it later than we really should have, I think it's a salutary lesson for us, really, that, we should be trying to get our daughters and our granddaughters to actually start a personal pension plan, or any company pension plan, paying into that as soon as they can. I'll give you a little example of that, actually, in quite graphic terms. If one woman actually starts a personal pension plan, or any pension plan, at age 34, for example, so you're not having to start it at 18 or 19, but if you started at age 34, you paid in £3,000 a year, and you actually kept paying that for about 9 years, you would literally have put away in that personal pension plan £27,000. Now, by the time you actually get to age 65, that fund, at just a 6% clicking over at 6% per annum growth rate, would actually be worth £114,000. Now, if that same woman had left off starting paying premiums for another 10 years, and so she started at age 44, she put the same amount in, £3,000 per annum, she would actually have to keep paying into that for 20 years. So where the other one only paid 9 years, she would have to pay in for 20 years to get to the same balance at the end of the day at age 65 of £114,000. The good news out of all that is, though, that magic of compounding growth, so literally interest upon interest, or compounding growth upon compounding growth, it's given them both a really good return on their money. One has paid in £27,000 and come out with £114,000. One has paid in £60,000 and come out with £114,000.
So how would I set one of these up? Let's imagine I'm 34. Let's imagine that, and how would I set this up?
Oh, it's really pretty easy. Most of the unit trust groups run them nowadays. A lot of insurance companies run them. You can literally go online, you can come to Pink Investments, you can download our pensions mini ebook for free, and it will tell you all the information there. We don't give any advice, so we wouldn't tell you which company to go with, but we will give you enough pure unbiased information that you then would be able to make a very informed decision as to which company you wanted to administer your personal pension for you.
Because presumably this money then gets invested somewhere.
Absolutely, yes.
And you decide what area?
Yes, as the name implies, this is very much a personal pension, so it's you, the responsibility comes right back to you as to where you invest the money. Again, there will be a menu of funds, you know, that you have within the personal pension fund that you can actually select. And depending on how you feel about, do you want money exposed to the stock market? Do you want to hold big chunks of money in government bonds? You know, you can pick funds which actually suit your own, what we call risk profile. And then you can freely switch between those funds as the years go on. Generally speaking, as you come to within, you know, 3, 4, 5 years of retirement, you would want to be probably in more conservative funds than when you were age 34 and you set it up in the first place.
Wow, that's really good information. Thanks very much, Yvonne, for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, we'll see you at the next video.